My goal is to make this as interactive as possible. Several years ago, I participated myself in an online university course, and it was all about online communications. There was some fantastic theory that was covered and some really interesting concepts that were presented, but there were two things that I found particularly troubling about that course. The fact that it ended with a 3-hour handwritten examination, and that there were no opportunities for interaction with my online peers. So this course is going to be much different. It's built in a way that allows you to maximize your interaction with your classmates, because it's through working together and communicating with one another that we not only are able to practice our communication skills, but we're able to learn most effectively. This means that some of you may wish to share some real-life examples about communications-related issues within your organizations. I'm going to be sharing some of mine too. These are really important to our learning, but we all must recognize that what we hear in class should stay here in class. These are for educational purposes. Lehman Dufresne and Murphy's BCom, the Canadian edition, is the main text that we'll be using for this program. You'll see that I've included a link for an online purchase if you'd like, or an online rental if you'd like to rent it from CourseSmart. I would heavily recommend that you purchase the text version of it, though, because this is a book that's going to give you some very useful resources that you'll want to use, not only in this class or in this program, but as you move forward into your career as well. There will be other resources that we use that will be posted on this online site. You will find links directly there, or they will be available in your local libraries. Our focus here, of course, is not just in learning, but also learning online and really putting our communication skills into practice. Your first assessment is going to be due at the end of this week. But don't sweat it. It's an introductory blog posting of 500 to 1,000 words. In it, I'd like you to outline why you're interested in taking healthcare leadership courses. I'd like you to talk about your communication abilities. What area do you find that you're really strong in, and what area would you like to improve, and why? Finally, I'd like to know how you have seen communication change in your own perspective over the past 10 years. This is to be written in a professional, conversational manner. It's a blog post. We'll be talking about what that really means later on, but this assignment is worth 5%, and it will give me a bit more information about you so that I can focus on the areas and discussions that you find most interesting so that you are engaged. So the second and sixth assignments go together. You'll see that they're worth 40% overall for this course, which is a significant component. This is where we're really going to hone in at our ability to create strategic communications plans. Many healthcare organizations have communication staff to assist in these areas, but others do not. The skills that are used in creating a communications plan can also be scaled. They're extremely helpful in simply thinking through planned communications. Assessments number 3 and 4 also go together. They involve the creation of team presentations about a topic of communication. Of course, we're going to be delivering them in the online forum, so they'll require to have both audio and visual components. In assessment number 5, you'll be asked to review and provide feedback on the presentations that are posted by other teams. This will happen following a discussion that we have about providing critical feedback. The fifth assessment may have a few of you squirming. The word tweet can be intimidating, but don't worry, it's easy. I love Twitter. We'll be learning more about social media later, but you don't have to create a Twitter account. We will be going through the motions, though, if you do want to create one. In this assessment, you're going to be asked to write a blog posting about the use of social media in healthcare, and then we're going to have a 140-character tweet that you will put together to promote that blog along with a link to it. Finally, assessment number 7 is where you will earn 25% of your marks. It's for the ongoing discussions that we will have, so for your online postings, for responses to things like case studies. You will see the marks that are attached to each of these activities in the individual information about them. Over this course of this week, we're going to talk a lot more. We're going to define communication. We'll talk about listening. We'll look into ethics, and we're also going to get into the world of written communications. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining us, and we will get through the next 14 weeks and come out the other side, and hopefully we'll all have learned a lot about communicating effectively with one another. Thank you.